Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists or mental health experts. Just a real couple living real life. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my head.
What's up, everybody?
Mic on, brain off, lifeline
You only got 3 wishes, and this is what you got. What's up, everybody? It's Joel, the host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted, and over there is Gloria.
Hello, everybody. Wow,
What was that?
Mickey Mouse came out. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I hope everyone is alive and doing well.
Live would be good.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yes. Anyways, it's kind of a prerequisite to do most of anything.
Yes.
Yes,
Have a heartbeat.
Yes, have a heartbeat. You see, our lighting looks a little different. Like I said, we're experimenting.
What's going on with the poof back here?
What's with your poof?
I don't know. I didn't realize it was that high. It's okay. Hello.
Hi. So, how are you, Gloria Rosario?
Suffering so bad.
Oh, suffering so bad. Here we go again.
I know. I was doing so well, and then my allergies just popped back up.
It's weird because it was supposed to be. Well, yesterday was like in the 80s.
Oh, it was a beautiful day. It was like 82 and sunny, and like it was beautiful.
And then today was supposed to be about the same, but the Mother Nature decided, you know what? I don't think I want to get that warm today. So it stayed relatively cool out.
Yeah.
So Glow and I kind of went on a date day thing.
We went on an excursion.
Yeah. And she decided to wear a sleeveless number, which ended up not being the best decision.
No, there was a lot of people dressed with like t-shirts and
shorts, and they
Yeah.
were like ready to be outside.
Oh, I was ready today. I looked cute.
You did look very nice.
I did.
And we didn't take one picture.
No, we didn't. Now I'm in my pajamas
Oh, my
with the
God.
crazy little ponytail up here. You know, you get what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I meant to take pictures. So today, one of the things that Glow and I did was I've talked about it before. I've started working with a local bookstore here. They are carrying my book now, Studio Moonfall in Kenosha, Wisconsin. They also have an online presence, so if you guys go to studiomoonfall.com, you guys could check it out there. And check out the other authors too. There's a lot of indie. He supports a lot of indie authors, and it's a great little shop. And I mean, it's great. So, anyways, they throw book fairs. I think it's 3 or 4 times a year, and they go in like I think 4-week, I guess, blocks or something.
Well, I know I have the flyer here. The last time they had a show was April 26th. And today was May 17th. The next one is June 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have them about once a month from April to September. And then September is the last one from what it looks like.
Yeah, so this was my first one after getting together with them and working with them. And it's wanted to go check it out or whatever, and it was really cool. We got to meet a couple authors, and there was Pete crafters there. They had selling their crafts, and then there was, of course, people selling their books. talking about their books. It was a cool little get together.
It was.
And it was cold.
Very cold. I'm
And
not.
it's right next to the Lake Michigan, so it's like with the old saying goes, it's cooler by the lake.
Oh, it was cool.
Yeah.
I would have liked to stay like longer and like meet more of the authors, but it was cold. Like I'm
Yeah,
not a
she
cold
was-
person, and for me to say that I felt cold, it was cold.
Yeah, it was getting a little, and then there was of course like a breeze or
which made
or
it
wind.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of cutting through you. So we decided to maybe move on. And yeah, that was one of our things. Oh, another thing. So they of course sell books. They also sell a lot of used books. So we picked up a few, and I know I went through. They had tons of comic books, and I used to collect those. Man, it was the nostalgia started hitting me because I'm kind of flipping through them, and I saw some that I had in my collection, and oh my gosh, I would have went broke because broker.
But you know what? They weren't. They were priced, I think, at $1 because I paid $1 per book, and I saw somebody else buying. They bought 2 of them
Oh, then the tags must have been
from other stores.
old tags or
yeah,
something.
no, because everything was $1.
Oh, if I wish I would have knew that.
Oh,
Maybe I should have asked.
yeah.
Yeah, but still, I would have came home with like half, because I was never a big reader, but I would read comic books, graphic novels, stuff like that. That's kind of my thing, I guess. I mean, I'll read traditional books, and I'm getting more. In recent times, I've been reading more and more. I really wanted to make it an effort to read more. But yeah, I mean, if my choice would be probably like comic books, graphic novels. As far as graphic novels, probably more of the horror-ish, like, that sounded weird.
Horror.
Horror-ish.
Ish.
Kind of dark stuff, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, I just saw all of those things and I wanted to buy a good section. But they had some really old ones in there, too. And I was kind of like, that was interesting.
And then I discovered a lady, very talented, that had pens.
Oh my goodness, yes, her and her pens. She loves pens. Look at this thing. You know what though? It is beautiful though. Did you
Check this out.
look at that thing?
It is.
That's a pen.
Look, no, but I mean, okay, hold on. Let me turn it over. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. I like that. It's like I would never use it, but
No, but
it's almost too pretty to use.
I know. I was like, I need to find some way to display this because it's really pretty. It's heavy. It's really heavy.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yes, I like it. It's,
Look at that.
I plan on buying more because I'm sure she'll be back for the other dates and stuff. But yes, I thought this was really pretty.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Isn't
There's like
it?
they're like whole bouquets of flowers on there. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
That is cool though. I like stuff like that. Like people make.
Yeah, I thought it was really pretty. And I think it was worth every penny because the craftsmanship on this and the weight of the pen.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad.
No, it was $15.
Yeah.
And there was another one that they had, but I think somebody had bought it before I had gotten there. Look at that.
Oh, and then one thing with Studio Moonfall, that I guess they're a lot into like role playing games and board games and stuff like that. So I mean, they hold like sometimes they'll have people get together just to play games and stuff. And I know there was someone there, and and they were selling what was it, Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah, I guess she works with the son of the man who
who created it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was really cool to meet her. She was, I
super
wish,
nice.
Yeah, I wish I would have remembered.
I have her name somewhere. I think I scanned her.
Yeah, but she showed us. I was like, oh, I've been wanting to play, and I just haven't found people. You know, that's like a really nerd thing.
Hmm.
So she made these, and she sells the campaigns.
Yeah, and then her big thing was like to make it
Accessible,
accessible and affordable for people to play,
yeah, and then
which I thought was kind of cool.
right, and then she had this, which is like, it gives you all the key points and like the guidelines and stuff. So with, oh, sorry guys, with this and this, we'll be able to play, and we can play with as little as 2 people. So I was like, Joel, you better learn.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Yeah.
Her name is I have it right here. It's
Oh, good.
Tiffany Rose Nickel
Yeah,
is her name.
she's also an author, and
She's an author, game writer, game developer,
Yeah.
podcaster, and yeah, check her out. She was a super nice. She's super nice.
very nice. And then she's a contributor on books, and just she sounded like a really nice person.
Yeah.
Everybody was nice. Everybody was welcoming. I'm just a little shy. I feel bad because there was another author that we made eye contact, and she's like, hello. And I kind of backed. I was like, hello. And then I turned around and I walked away. I was like, I'm not very social. I'm very like,
Let me tell you guys something. Gloria and I had to laugh after we left there because, and if Donovan ever sees this, or the people that were there at the Kenosha Book Festival, I kind of am socially awkward, and
We're both very
shy, and yeah, and I'm getting better at it. I mean, I'm getting better and better with it, but so it was kind of cool because I got there, and the person who runs it, the owner of Studio Moonfall, Donovan, he sees me and he's like, Joel, and at first I was like, what? And then who knows me here? And it was him, and I shook his hand, of course, and this was the first time we met face to face. It was usually email. And so yeah, it was, and then of course it was awkward because we don't know each other, and it was trying to find things to kind of talk about. Not to mention that he's kind of running around doing this and that, helping out, and so anyway, so towards the end of the little meet, and I kept thanking him for the for the opportunity, and for promoting the book and stuff like that, and when it was, how you end a conversation, you just go, okay, thanks, whatever. And my brain did that weird thing where you just talk gibberish. So I felt like such an idiot after he walked away, because I'm like, oh, this guy's an author and he can't even speak.
and you guys know what else? And I called him on this, but I understand where he was coming from, because I was kind of like, I didn't know what to do. So Donovan called Joel's name, and I was like, who the hell is that? Like, who do we know here? And I looked at him, and he doesn't know me, but I know who he is, because, I've seen him on the website, and there's pictures of him, so I know who he is. He doesn't know who I am. And it's funny because I'm like standing next to Joel, I'm like holding his hand, and Joel's like talking to him. I was like, this is awkward. So I just let his hand go, and I just walked away.
Yeah, I felt like an
Joel,
I felt like an idiot. I didn't even introduce her. Like, here's my wife. Oh my gosh, that was a disaster.
It wasn't a disaster. I think it was just we're both awkward, and it was just kind of like, it was a nerve-wracking experience because everybody's so friendly, and I was like a little overwhelmed. But it was
Yeah.
nice. Everybody was nice. There
Oh,
was
super
not
nice.
very
Like,
helpful,
you
very
guys,
nice.
you guys, Donovan at Studio Moonfall, awesome dude.
Yeah, and the girls
Yeah.
that were at the door, I'm sorry, I didn't get their names. Like I said, I was kind of like nervous, but I was very talkative with them. They were very approachable. So it's easier for me, like, if somebody seems approachable, for me to like kind of relax and like open up. So I was like talking to the girl, and I was like, "Oh, I like crafting, and this, and that, and stuff." And we're talking, but everybody was genuinely nice.
Super nice.
Yeah, yeah. I look forward to the next time. Maybe next time I could just talk.
Yeah,
more.
and Donovan was telling me that he wants to set something up for me so I could have maybe, I guess, like a booth, and which I think would be pretty cool. And then if you thought my social skills and everything, oh boy,
Yeah, today was an off day for me.
I don't know. I felt just weird after, and
But
I
it
just
was nice though. I just wish the weather would have been more cooperative. It
Yeah.
would have been a little bit more relaxed, but it was nice.
yeah. And I did mean to. I probably could have done better networking. I'm not gonna lie. Meet
I-
other authors and stuff like that, but it was, I don't know. It was, I don't know.
It was a little overwhelming
I was a little, yeah.
because I mean, there's times where I'm like very talkative and very like open to talking to people. But because Joel was so like nervous about it, it made me kind of nervous too. So we kind of like feed off of each other, which is not always good. And it was funny because,
And I feel like I was super ill prepared.
yeah,
Like I did take some books with me, but I didn't.
we
I,
weren't
I wasn't
part
trying
of
to.
anything.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to steal anyone's thunder, and and plus not to mention that the book that I brought with it's over here somewhere. It's the first pressing of the book, so it's got the different cover, and yeah, we did pick up some books though, and we can show you if you like. Let's see. I picked up. This looked kind of interesting.
Oh, excuse me.
A lot of you might know who Dick Vitale is in sports. This is a book of his. Well, he wrote with someone. It's almost like a workbook on how, like,
He had a few books there. I saw more than one of the different books.
Getting a W in the Game of Life is the name of this book. And like I said, it's kind of like a workbook. I thought it kind of went with this whole self-help, self-development thing. So that's kind of why I picked it up. I've been reading a lot of that kind of stuff. Like I've just read John C. Maxwell. I just finished Mel Robbins' Let Them Theory. Before that, Wayne... I forgot what his... I'm having a brain fart. But anyways, I picked this one up. Thought it'd be kind of a cool read. And then I bought this one because I do want to get back into my drumming. So it was like a drum instruction thing, thing, whatever. So there. That's my book haul.
Your book haul. I'm excited about mine. So, I am into gardening, and I saw a book, and I thought it was just like an encyclopedia of plants and stuff, but it actually tells you the science behind gardening and plants.
Oh, wow,
I'm
that's
excited
cool.
about it. Yeah, I was kind of eyeing it.
Inquiring about plants.
Yeah, a practical guide to engaging in science practices. So I'm excited to start reading that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course,
What else did you get?
because I like to cook. And I was just telling Joel that I want to incorporate more like vegetables and vegetarian meals in our
Oh yeah,
diet,
we were talking about that.
which I'm totally not against eating
No.
meat or anything, but it's always nice to just have like,
Variety.
a variety.
Yeah.
There we go.
Special occasion vegetarian. Nice.
Yeah, the recipes on here look great. And then I got this book because I had it a long time ago and I never finished reading it.
What is it?
Piglet.
Oh,
It's a
that's
story-
not a pig.
No, his name was Piglet because he's pink. He looks
Oh.
like, he looks like Piglet almost.
Like a yeah.
You know Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
So the story is he was deaf and blind in a
The
family.
dog was?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the person talks about the lessons that they learned while kind of raising this dog. And because I'm such an animal freak, I was like, oh, I want to finish reading it. So I
Oh, that's
had read
cool.
this in the past, but I never actually finished it.
Wow. That's cool that they had it.
And then I have two more. Sorry, guys, I went a little crazy.
Yeah, she got way more than I did.
Yeah, so this one, I don't always like to take medications. Nothing against it, but there's alternative things that you could do to kind of take care
Oh,
of
like
yourself.
home remedies or
Yeah.
something?
So I got this one, Amazing Kitchen Cures.
Kitchen cures.
Yes.
All right. Is that a can of soda she's holding?
Yeah, I don't know the story behind it.
Yeah, I
But-
think that's, well, whatever.
What kind of caught my attention on this is that there's a little story in the back on how you can use Dannon yogurt to prevent allergy attacks.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
like, ding ding, up my
Yeah,
alley, especially
alright.
right now.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And then
Last and final. What is this?
cheap psychological tricks for lovers.
Excuse me?
Hmm.
What is this?
So
What is that?
it's not what you think.
Okay. What? How dare you assume?
No, but it's like unmasking the hidden emotions behind anger.
Oh, okay.
Creating memories together that last.
That actually sounds like a pretty good read.
Yeah, so it looked kind of interesting, and we can always improve a good relationship. I mean, there's always room for improvement. Not that there's anything wrong in my relationship. I just want
In our relationship? No, there isn't. That's a universal sign.
for
Abuse.
help, abuse.
Help. Help.
I'm kidding, you guys. No.
No, it's everything.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on over there? Everything's great.
Yeah. So that was my little book haul. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a
No,
nerd.
that's good.
I'm a
There's
nerd.
some good ones.
Yeah. So I'm excited to start reading.
Man, I'm telling you, there was a lot of really cool looking books that I wanted to get,
Yeah.
and I mean I'm gonna have to get them a little later, but I'm glad I know about them, because
And
they
that's,
were
that's the thing. You discover like new books. There were so many like things that I wanted to like
yeah.
go engage in, but today wasn't a good day. No.
I don't know if I would go as that far to say it wasn't a good
No,
day, but
I mean, for me,
because we
like,
got to spend time together
of
and
course,
go out.
yeah. Oh, I didn't bring it. I should have brought down the new perfume that I bought.
Oh well, we didn't need to show that.
Well, it's kind of interesting, you guys.
Uh-huh. Oh, I think I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So the box has I guess the key notes on it are, okay, check this out. Tomato leaves,
Ew.
green mandarin.
Ew.
I've never smelled that before, so I don't know what that smells like.
Ew.
And gardenias.
I guess gardenias are okay.
Gardenias, am I saying that right?
I guess. You're the plant export.
Flowers. So, they did something different at the store. They let you smell it before you buy it.
Yeah, that is weird.
But you know what?
Usually it says you open it, you bought it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that they let you smell it before you buy it, because you avoid buying something that you don't like. And, they
Well, in
avoid
this day and age too, with the way things cost and
no, and not only that, they avoid the drama of arguing with people like on returns too. I bet you people really argue like that point. But anyways,
yeah, because people don't know how to follow rules. When they tell you no returns,
right.
and they still try to return it. It's like it's my right.
No. But anyway, so she opened it for me and I sprayed it and I was blown away. It smells so good. Like,
So you don't smell like a jar of pizza
no,
sauce.
you know what I thought it was gonna smell like? Herbal, like
Oh, yeah,
herbs,
I
like
guess.
basil and like lavender. You know what I'm talking about? Like the really natural herbs.
Hmm.
But no, it smells so good. I'll bring the bottle on at some point. But yes, I'm excited to wear it.
What I want to know is what's going on with Pickles back there.
Oh, I don't know. He's just chilling.
Does everybody see that behind her? Like over her shoulder, the doggy in the corner? What's going on over there?
Leave him alone, dude. He's just chilling. He's hanging out. Ooh.
Yeah, it's, what's going on over there?
Stop bothering Pickles, okay? He's having a moment. Just let him be.
Pickles is kind of, this is a family show, Pickles.
Pickles is just doing his own thing. Leave him.
For those of you that aren't watching and listening, it Pickles the dog, which is a huge stuffed dog in the corner.
He's like 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, and he's in this weird position
It's just like he's leaning back.
with his legs up in the air. Well, yeah, it's weird.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna keep wiping my nose just because I'm like
Her allergies.
I have
She's
issues today. So
She has issues every day.
I'm glad if you are not watching and just listening. Yeah, I can't speak. Listening.
You'll get a pass this time.
Yeah, this time.
All right, guys. So,
Anyways.
anyways, Gloria and I wanted to talk briefly about something that we saw on social media recently. I don't know if anyone out there is familiar with. There's a page or a thing called Subway Takes. You've seen that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I love those. Some of them
Those
are
are
really
great.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really great. So basically, it's he's a director, I think. I don't remember his name. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get the camera off for you. So they're on a train, a subway train, and he asks people their take on a hot take, which I guess is the biggest thing now, right? The hot take, and people, it's usually like celebrities and different people.
Or just random people on the train.
Yeah, and then it's like he'll agree or disagree with their take.
And then they have like a couple minutes of conversation.
Yeah,
That's it.
they discuss it, and that's it. And
Yeah, it's like at most they're like 3 minutes long. if
yeah, they're
that.
very short.
Yeah, I wish they were longer.
No, I think it's perfect.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, I think it's perfect because it's like straight to the point and like
It's funny. It's straight to the
It's
point,
funny,
and it's
yeah.
very engaging. Like,
yeah,
I like it.
It's really good. So anyway, so there was one, and it like really grabbed my attention, and it like, oh man, that would be probably a good something to kind of touch on. And the hot take was that, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember word for word. I'd play it for you guys, but I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know. I think it's copyrighted because it's like his
It's
show.
a show. It's a show. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how all that copyright stuff works. But yeah. So, anyways, in a nutshell, the people were saying that people go to therapy too much. They go to they try to treat their thing medically with prescriptions and stuff like that, which in turn turns them into basically zombies. And instead of living their life or improving, their life, you're basically, I guess, you go through like this numb state, which I thought was interesting, right? Because I can see I could see what they're saying, and I don't necessarily agree with it. Because I think mental health issues and the awareness of it now is a lot better than it used to be. But their point was like, sometimes you just got to let people be weird, and which, I get what they're saying. Like, sometimes you just got to let people be the way they are. Like, this guy's kind of weird. This guy, he's a little nervous. That's just how he is. But I don't know. And Gloria it turned into a discussion, which was kind of good. I mean, you could talk about it till you're blue in the face, but Gloria had some takes on it as well.
Yeah, I kind of disagreed with I get where they're coming from, right? They were saying that people just don't want to be themselves and change like their living situations or their lives or get different jobs if they're not happy at their job. But as somebody who needs medication to, I mean, not go off the ledge. I mean, I'm not crazy or anything, but
Well, that I beg to differ.
no, in all seriousness,
No, she's
um, some people need medication.
yeah, no, I agree with that. I
Right.
mean, that's why I said I agree and disagree
But
because
if you don't go to therapy and stuff, how do you know that you have like severe depression? How do you know your
right.
nervous issues are schizophrenia? Like you don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean there are real mental issues
right, that people need to
that you have to treat.
right.
Yeah.
Like you can't have somebody with schizophrenia not be on medications. They're a danger to themselves and they could potentially be dangerous to somebody else.
Others, yeah.
So for me, I understand what they're saying that, you know, people just don't want to change like their situations and they're looking for like a different solution. But I was like, no, some people should be encouraged to you know, get help. If anything, my take is that there isn't enough services for people who live in like impoverished areas. There isn't programs, there isn't preventative programs. There's a lack of. If you have access to it and you're privileged enough to have like a good job that offers insurance, great. You know, you can and you have access to it. But people in underserved neighborhoods and areas and cities and towns don't all have access to that.
Right.
And we see it in our homeless people. We see it on
I agree with that.
you
There
know?
needs to be more. It has to be more accessible,
yes.
more affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mental health is just as important as physical health, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's not as
It's
accessible.
a great topic to get into, but like I said, I don't necessarily agree that, you know, there's too much of it. If anything, I don't think there's enough and it's not accessible to everybody. And that's where I have an issue. You know, thankfully we have insurance and I'm able to get my medications, but if we didn't have insurance and I didn't have my medications, not to say that I couldn't function, but I would not be
You'd be struggling a little.
I'd be struggling
yeah.
a lot, you know, and I'm lucky that we do have insurance, you know, but not everybody has that.
Yeah,
and I don't want to
mean,
call it a luxury, but at this point in life, the way that everything is going, it seems like it's a luxury to go see, like, to seek medical attention or to seek mental health, you know? So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, but what do you guys think? Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. Drop a line in one of the comment sections wherever you're at. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it has to be more accessible, more affordable for people.
Right.
It's there should be more programs for people that have mental health issues, depression, anxiety, anything like that. I mean, ways to kind of determine where people's heads are at. Because I mean, you brought up a good point. Like for example, someone that's schizophrenic or something of that sort. Like it could be dangerous, like themselves and possibly others.
Right. And a lot of people are out there committing like all of these, you know, crazy crimes that you hear on the news. A lot of those people are in underserved areas where they don't have access to, you know, medication and
Yeah.
psychologists and, you know, group therapy or anything like that. If it's not accessible to people, I think that it definitely should be available to people on a sliding scale, you know, based on how much you make or how much you can pay. You know, but even those services, I remember growing up that there was services that would like help you.
Yeah.
You know, there was programs that would help you and they were publicly funded. And as we know, a lot of the publicly funded programs have been closed, canceled. They closed a lot of mental health facilities here in Chicago.
Yeah, there
You
has
see
been
it-
some
You
closures.
see it
Yeah.
on the street. You see it, you know, when you're shopping. It needs to be more accessible to people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion. You might not agree with it. You might say that, oh, we could just ignore the problem and it'll go away. No, it is a problem because it's in our backyard. You can't serve one community and offer programs in that community and not offer access to the same programs in the lesser served neighborhoods. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, that's just my opinion.
All right. So here's I have a small list of discussion points that we can just run through. So number one is healing versus resilient culture. In the 80s, 90s, people were often told to deal with it, which clearly buried a lot of real pain.
Yep.
I mean, true. I mean, but now it's a little more out in the open.
Right.
But yeah, back then I think you were just supposed to deal with it and just, you're right. So
I'm so sorry, you guys.
no, you're good. So yeah, so I think back then it wasn't as out in the open as it is now.
No.
But how it's redundant, right? Because if it's out in the more out in the open, but then you don't have the programs or the resources or anything like that to even help anyone or want to help anybody.
Right.
So what's the point?
Right. And another group that is severely underserved are our military veterans.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Absolutely.
homelessness in that community, and it's they're not getting the help that they need from the Veterans Association and
Those guys are should be priority.
right. And I
Yeah.
know this from experience because a couple of years back, I had clients who were older veterans, and not older, I'm talking in their 70s, 80s, older. And he was so frustrated because all he was trying to do was feed himself, right? He was on a fixed income. He didn't have a lot of access to a lot of things in his community. So I had to take him to the Veterans Affairs, and we went, and they referred him to another office, and we went there. And it was after all of that, he only got, I think, $25 a month in assistance for food. I was how is that justifiable? How does that make sense? Make it make sense to me. This person is a veteran. He, went to war. He couldn't walk anymore. He couldn't do things for himself. Otherwise, I wouldn't be there with him, And it just, like I said, there's so many communities that are underserved that it's crazy to me. How is that justifiable? But
Absolutely. Another point is, hold on. There we go. Another point is normal emotions becoming symptoms. Sadness, heartbreak, awkwardness, loneliness, stress used to be seen as a part of life. Now there's a tendency online to label every emotion as trauma, anxiety, or burnout, or a toxicity. There is an overuse of, I think, and it may be the wrong thing to say, and I don't mean it in any certain way, but I think trauma sometimes is overused, and we've kind of discussed the people self-diagnosing themselves, and with online and all that and the social medias, people diagnosing themselves, people putting themselves, I mean, unless you go to a professional, you're not gonna know.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know this creator's name, but she makes these videos mocking people who pretend to have ADHD. She actually has ADHD. And she'll say things like, "Oh, I'm so ADHD, I can't focus." And she'll kind of make fun of them.
Uh-huh.
And then she's kind kind of annoyed with things like that people overuse, like, oh, I'm so like hyperactive, watch me, and it's more of like a
Yeah.
pick me thing, and that's what she was saying. I wish I remember the creator's name. But she talks about stuff like that people go around like self-diagnosing with like ADHD, and then um it's like, no, it's an actual like issue, uh, you just don't have it. A lot of people are undiagnosed, again, like I said, but not everybody, you know.
But you can't be like, okay, so like for myself, there are certain things that I felt like that I had or wanted to get looked at. So I went to a professional, excuse me, where I was diagnosed with mixed anxiety and depression disorder, and then there was other issues that I was curious about. So of course I asked them about that. And but I didn't just, even if you think that, yeah, I definitely have this, I still think you need to have it officially
Diagnosed.
diagnosed.
And see, and then again,
Like, because there's going to be times where like for example with my OCD, right, I know I have it because I have the symptoms and the little quirks here and there that determine that I would have it in some capacity. Highly suspect that I have this, that I do suffer from it, but I'm not gonna go out in public and announce it to everyone like it's official, because I didn't talk to a doctor about it, if
But
that makes any sense.
as your spouse who is with you 90% of your life, I do see that you have like patterns,
Right.
you know.
But I'm not gonna go on TikTok and make TikToks about it. And I mean, I guess you could, right? If you're like advocating for looking into it, or, I mean, I don't know. You guys out there could maybe get your input in there. But I don't know. I just think people, it's like they take it and run with it, and they make it almost make it entertainment, if that makes any sense.
And it's not
They make it into content.
right. And that's where I have an issue with something, because as somebody who has a lot of experience with people who do have autism, I'm sorry, guys.
AT&T.
No,
I have an
AD
issue with AT&T right now.
ADHD. I'm so sorry, you guys. Did not mean to say that or make fun. But yeah, as somebody who has both worked with people who do genuinely have a diagnosis, and somebody who, I do have people in my circle who do have it and have been diagnosed. One I've known since birth. Two of them I've known since birth. And it's not just something that they can like turn off.
Right.
They started showing signs and symptoms at an early on stage, as they were developing. So yes, that is something that's like actual like proof, but it's not something you could turn off. If you need to stim and like stimulate yourself and just, move around and stuff, then that's what it is. And other people just have to respect that,
All right, I think this one kind of goes with what we were just saying. Therapy language is everywhere.
Right.
So in other words, everyone's throwing around the word trauma, abuse,
Depressed.
gaslighting,
Right.
trauma response. Oh, one of our favorites. What word would that be? Mrs. Rosario, do you know?
What was it?
Triggered.
Oh, triggers, yes. But that's an actual term. It's an actual medical term.
It is, but they're talking about how all of this stuff is just being thrown around. It's almost bastardized, I think.
I see what you're saying.
It almost cheapens the terms and cheapens the words. That's what they're kind of getting at.
Yeah.
Which I agree, because it's like I said, everyone just throws this stuff around. It's like, unless you know for sure, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I kind of agree with that one, because it's like People are just throwing terms around. Probably half of them don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're like, yeah, burr, 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 burr. It's like that you don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No, and I mean, not being a medical professional, like I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist or social worker.
Yes, people. It's
Anything
in
like
the
that,
disclaimer
but-
in the beginning.
Like I said, I'm coming from an experience who's actually worked with clients and patients who have been like diagnosed. Same thing like with Alzheimer's. You know, I've worked with Alzheimer's. I recognize the symptoms in my grandmother early on. It's something that I'm trained for, or something that you automatically start to pick up when you have experience working with patients and clients and talking to doctors and assisting doctors and assisting therapists and social workers, you know, and that's part of my job sometimes. So, yeah, it's kind of a slippery slide when it comes to kind of people who do it for content and people who are genuinely like suffering from it, because it's not an easy. ADHD is not something easy. It's not something that you could turn off. It's not, you know, it's not just focus and you're going to focus. It's just, you have a lot of things going on in your mind at the same time. And it's just like, you know, that's an actual thing. It's not, you know, just for content.
But that's what a lot of people do now. Everything turns into content. Look at me. Look at me.
No, and I mean, there have been creators who fake.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't want to get
worst.
into it. I'm not going to start bashing
yeah.
other
There have
creators.
been some that have been caught. Like, that's horrible.
In huge lies.
That's horrible.
You know, and taking advantage of people and their money and, you know, gotten all this sympathy and donations and all that stuff. That's where I have a problem with it. You know, when you're capitalizing on other people's illnesses and you're lying about having a certain illness or disease or some kind of mental health issue,
Right.
you're a piece of crap human. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, that's not excusable at all.
All right. Another point is self-awareness versus self-obsession.
Yeah.
The 80s and 90s often lacked emotional openness, but today some people spend so much time analyzing themselves, they become trapped in a constant self-focus instead of action. I
Yeah.
agree with that. It's a look at me, right?
No, and I've always said you have to be proactive in caring for your mental health. And I've said this a million times. It's not just saying, help me, and then
That's what a lot of people do.
you just don't
Help
say,
me, and
help
they put
me.
terms up.
You put your arms up. It's like, no, dude, get your mind in a mindset. Get your goals, you know, try to focus. Get help if you can.
Right.
Find people who are trying to do the same thing that you are, and you put the work in to do it. It's not just gonna magically happen. You know, it's not just it. No,
That's not how it works.
it's not.
You can't just have magic.
No, and if I could fix everything with the wand, I would.
Oh, well, you have that fancy pen. If you wave it around, maybe it'll fix it. There you go.
Bing! You are not a douchebag anymore.
She
Bing!
she rid the world of douchebaggedness right now.
I would have disappeared with that.
Yeah, I would not be sitting here right now. So anyways, next. Community used to fill some gaps therapy fills now. People leaned more on friends, family, neighbors, churches, clubs, coaches, and local communities. Those systems weren't perfect, but they provided support. We kind of talked about that, right?
Yes.
There's no resources and support for people.
No, I know that I've talked about this before in the past. How because I was diagnosed, I don't even know how old when I was officially diagnosed, but I just remember I would have to go see the social worker like once or twice a week, every day, no matter what my class was doing. If it was time for me to go talk to the social worker, I'd be pulled out of the class, you know? And I don't know why it happened, but it was like a mandatory thing. Now it's more like if you're a student, you have to like seek out help. And before it wasn't like that, you know? At least from what I remember growing up and having to go like to talk to the therapist or the social worker.
Right. Yeah. When I was younger, I think I went to therapy a couple times, not for long, but yeah, but it's true. I mean, you used to be able to rely on people more back then. What the hell happened? Like
No,
what
and like
happened there?
teachers back when I was going to school, at least my teachers, the ones that I had, really genuinely cared about, you know, your situation. Or I had like the same teachers for like a long time. You know, the teachers moved with me around my grade. Yes, I was in the short bus. I'm not gonna, talk down to it or whatever. But again, because I had a lot of anger issues and I had a lot of behavior issues, I was in that class with extra support. So that's why I would have to go talk to the therapist or the social worker. But the teachers were really involved. Like, they would call your parents and be like, Gloria's not behaving in class. And my mom would just sit there and she wouldn't blame the teacher. She would take responsibility for it and be like, girl, wait till we get home. I'm gonna show you how to act right. And I would go home and I would get my butt whipped. But, you can't do that kind of stuff right now because teachers are scared to
That's
speak
a
on
good.
behalf of like the students.
No, I think you brought up a good point. I think part of that stuff is because I think the reason why the support's not there or there's
Also
a lack.
funding.
So what?
Also lack of funding.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah,
that, but I'm
right.
saying people are afraid to offend someone, do the wrong thing. They don't want any responsibility for
No.
stuff.
And the conversations that my teachers used to have with my mom would be like, look, lady, your kid's a little badass. You fix it or I'm gonna fix it for you type of thing. And teachers are scared to do that now.
Which I guess you can't blame them, right?
No.
Because that's not my kid. Like, learn, be a parent. Like, teacher. Oh, gesundheit.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Sorry guys. Excuse me.
Yeah. So I kind of get it, but then at the same time, I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just how society is now.
Times change, people change, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a different world that we live in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just the change of the sign of the times, and people change, and education changes, and all that stuff.
All right. Also, here it says mental health content has become entertainment. We kind of talked about that already.
Okay, let me stop you there. Do you think we're part of that?
Good question. No, I don't think so. Because we're trying to we're talking about it because this is our experiences, right? It's part of our lives. Like you and I mean, I wouldn't call myself like I was gonna say I wouldn't call myself I guess I am an advocate, right? Because I want people to, know about it and, let's fix this if we can fix it.
Right.
But that's a good question. I would say no, that we're not turning it into entertainment. I think we're just two goofballs because, then if we happen, look, Gloria and I been through some stuff. We've been around the block a few times. We're older people. We've been around. We've experienced a lot of things: heartache, heartbreak, pain, suffering, depression, anxiety, you name it. And we're both diagnosed with certain things, and we're just kind of just talking about it, like just opening up about it.
And the fact that we're like goofing around and funny, to me, it's
That's
like,
how we deal with it.
right. That's my way of dealing with it. I'm a very sarcastic person in real life. I don't take myself 100% seriously. There's times where, yeah, I take myself over seriously.
Right.
But I try to balance it out because I don't know any other thing than to laugh at my pain. So sometimes it's so inappropriate, and I wouldn't do this to anybody else, but I'll make fun of, not necessarily fun, but kind of, I don't know how to
Just make light of stuff.
light of stuff,
And in turn, that may break the ice or open people up, right? Because people, especially when we're dealing with anxiety or depression, you're closed up, right? So maybe us goofing around and joking and talking about, the silly stuff we do or didn't do, or maybe it'll make you feel more relaxed and more comfortable to talk about stuff. Because I think communication's huge, right? I think talking about stuff is huge. If you put it out there, then there's the potential to fix or heal or whatever. But if you constantly bottle it up and then don't want to let it go, it's not good.
No, I did that for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a self-destructive move.
Yes.
I self-destructed with bottling it up. It turned into anger. It turned into
Yep.
resentment. It turned into violence. It turned into drug use. It turned into alcohol use.
Yep.
I was somebody who was out of control and spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
So my take on this question that I asked, are we okay? Yes, it's supposed to be entertaining, right? We're entertaining because if we're just sitting here talking monotone and just kind of
In a way, I guess educational maybe, because we're kind of, and look, we're trying to figure things out like everybody else.
right, we don't
Right.
we don't even know like what we're doing tomorrow besides working. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're kind of throwing caution to the wind and just going with it. Like everybody else, we're still trying to figure it out. Like I said, we're not professionals or anything like that. But back to what I was saying is like we do try to make it fun. We do try to make it lighthearted. We do try to kind of engage with you guys and just kind of start a rapport and conversations with you guys. And I don't think that it's necessarily entertainment, but we are entertaining, if that makes sense.
Yes.
We joke around a lot. We don't take things seriously all the time. Sometimes we have like dumb episodes or goofy episodes, but that's just our personality. Like what you see on camera and in videos and stuff, that's my personality. I'm not like, this isn't a character. This is like,
Yeah, whatever you
am.
guys see here,
Right.
that's
that's what
if
you're
you
getting.
if you were to meet us, this is exactly how we are.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more disheveled usually, sometimes I'm lucky if I put pants on, let's be honest. It's just the way that we are. We're humans,
Yeah.
and it is what it is. What you see is what you get genuinely,
Yes.
But we do take it seriously. We are here to entertain you guys, but that's not like we're not characters. Some people say like, "Oh, that's my online persona," or I'm just, trying to build a brand or, whatever. And it's just like all we want to do is just meet other people who are going through the same things
Or just want to take a break.
or just want to take a break.
Yeah.
Everything is so messed up out there right now. Gas, food, everything
gosh,
is
yeah.
crazy right now.
Yeah.
And if we can give you a couple of minutes or an hour or whatever, or if you want to, what is that called? Binge a whole bunch of our episodes, and it makes you feel great. Perfect. We're doing what, we do. But we don't get offended if like people don't listen or you know what I mean? It's just like we're not doing it for other people. We're doing it for ourselves. And I think that's why that's where it's different from, oh, we're just here to entertain you guys and and it's entertaining, but it's not we take it seriously. We put in a lot of time with this. We put in a lot of effort. We've put in money. We've put in, it's not easy to do this all the time. Having episodes coming out like twice a week, and now my episode and his book and all this other stuff. we do it because it's our hobby. We like to do it. We want to start a genuine community where people can communicate and like help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we need that now more than ever because the way that things are going out there in the world, like I said, we want to give you a little break from that. Focus on yourself, focus on your mental health, your well being. Find the bright part of life where you can, and if we bring that to you guys, awesome. We're doing a great job. And if we're not, let us know.
Gloria Rosario, you are doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm so tired of these allergies. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm annoyed with myself right now because I feel so stuffy and itchy and just like,
You know what though?
I feel like every time that the camera comes, I'm like,
Look at it this way, and you guys out there, look at it this way. Look, she's a trooper because she's over there, nose running,
it's so raw right now.
sneezing, and there she is. She's doing this for you people. Look at her. She's a peach.
I'm falling apart. Look at this. It goes from being okay to just like healing to not healing. My nose is raw. I'm just a mess. But I'm here for you guys.
You are a mess.
That's what matters.
You are a big mess. All right. Okay, this is a kind of a good question, Mrs. Rosario. Therapy can help people heal, but it can also keep them stuck.
Yep.
A strong talking point. Therapy works best when it eventually leads to accountability and growth. Action, accountability, and growth.
Yep.
Some people end up endlessly processing the same issues for years without changing behaviors, boundaries, habits, or environments. That's I agree. It's like therapy only works if you put in
The work.
the work, and I mean, they're there to help you, not do things for you, right?
Again, it's not a magic wand. You have to put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
I just say that.
And I personally know people now that they go to therapy and they do all of this stuff, and there's no remedy in sight, because it's like, I think they expect like a magic wand to fix everything, but that's not how it works. They're there to assist you and help you. They're not there to make all your problems go away.
No, and here's my thing about that. I know some trauma is more difficult than other trauma, and people have different ways of coping and healing and all of that. But if you're going to a therapist for like 4 years, 5 years, and you guys are still on the same 4 topics, you're not with the right.
There's something up.
Right, you're not with the right person. And I say that from experience, you guys. I'm not, a therapist who genuinely wants to help you is going to be like, all right, get your stuff together. What are you doing? How are you being proactive? Let's move on from this.
Right.
They're going to gently push you to move forward.
Right.
Therapy wasn't meant to be, 15 years with the same therapist and still working on the same thing. You're supposed to like improve yourself, and if you don't see any improvement, maybe you need to change therapists or social workers or whatever.
Very true. I think that's it. I think that was a good discussion. You guys go check out that Subway Takes. It's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are pretty good, but this one, for whatever reason, really
Yeah.
like,
we had
struck a nerve.
We had a long discussion about this,
Yeah, but it's a cool little thing. If you go on, like, think they're on Facebook, they're on
TikTok.
I want to say TikTok as well. All right.
I follow them, so he's on my feed constantly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because some of those things are kind of cool. Like, some of them are funny.
Oh, some of them are hilarious. I like that. I like that.
That was I don't know who came up with that, but that was a pretty good idea.
Definitely.
And I like the way they the microphone, they have like the lavalier mic, on a bus
On a bus
on a
pass.
subway pass,
Yeah.
and they talk into the card. I think that's cool the way they
Yeah.
do that.
And he's so relaxed and like nonchalant.
Like chill, very
Yeah.
chill. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty awesome. So you guys go check that out. All right. So that is it for that discussion. Should we talk about more books?
Let's talk about books. No.
Speaking of, I like I said, I just finished Mel Robbins' book, Let Them Theory. Very good book, by the way. If you guys want to read any like self motivational type stuff or whatever, that's a good one. I need to figure out what I'm going to read next.
Well,
Actually,
we have new books to read.
We do have new books to read, but you know, it's funny. Gloria and I just watched Misery from Stephen King.
What a great movie.
I almost want to read the book now because
Yeah.
the movie's great, but I'm sure the book is way better.
Or worse. I don't want to say worse, but more. I think that the book, at least for me, when I read a book and it's a horror book, I get more freaked out reading it than I do watching it because in my head it's playing like a movie when I'm like reading books. So to me, it could be like creepy sometimes, you know. Sometimes when you're alone reading books and stuff, it can get kind of creepy if it's a well written book.
Yes. Or it could be complete nonsense.
Garbage.
Garbage. Well, guys, don't forget the website. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Oh, look at the
Ooh,
graph.
Look at the graphics there.
Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. We have clips of the podcast on there. We'll throw random stuff up there. We're gonna start putting things like, actually, you know what? If we can share or post the actual video on the site, we could do that too. The subway take thing.
Oh yeah. Can we do that?
I think we can.
Because it's a link, right?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
link to it. So we'll probably put that up. You guys could check that out. Yeah, just give it a visit, spread, share it, whatever. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.com. Visit today. And the email is to reach us on the email if you want to just send us whatever. It would be sessions and lessons mail at gmail.com, where you could send us messages about anything. You could make suggestions if you want us to talk about something. Even if it's something like, it doesn't have to be serious or anything. Like we're super chill here. We just sit back and talk and let things out, vent if we want to vent or whatever, if you guys want to vent. So drop us a line at sessions and lessons mail at gmail.com. And is there anything you want to talk about, lady?
Yes.
Yes.
When you're done listening to this,
Yeah.
you can wait
Oh.
right here.
And what do we have here?
Glowing off script for those of you that are listening and not watching. Check me out at Glowing Off Script. I release episodes every Friday. So sometimes it's me, sometimes I have guests, sometimes the topics are serious, sometimes it's goofy. I recently did an episode about relaxing techniques and how to deal with kind of like stressful moments. It's going to be in the works. It's going to take us a little time to kind of figure out how to do it. But I was describing like different exercises and breathing exercises that you can do, or different techniques that I use to like calm down, relax myself, and center myself when I'm having like a really bad day or stressful or angry or mood swings. If you have experience with those exercises, you know what I'm talking about, but a lot of people may not know about them or what I'm talking about, and maybe could get lost in instructions. So I do plan on making a video just covering some of the techniques, going over other techniques. I'm hoping to do it within the next week or two. Just stay tuned for that. It's really helpful. It's something that I do when I'm, trying to recenter myself. And, part of, I think, healing is finding different alternatives to help you instead of, doing nothing. And doing something is better than doing nothing. So starting somewhere is the goal. So that's my short-term goal next week or two. So be on the lookout for that episode. That was a listener submission. They wanted to remain anonymous, and I will always respect that. So if you're interested in coming on the show, want to come on, you have a dramatic story, something funny, something you want to talk about, a show idea, you guys can reach out to me at gloing offscript@yahoo.com. I'm working on a website that'll be up and functioning hopefully soon. We have a lot of stuff planned and a lot of stuff going on between this and Glowing Off Script. So just be a little patient. It's a lot, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and hope you guys hop on over there. Over here. Yes.
See?
And that's it.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
And speaking of fantastic, a couple of our friends have a podcast,
Yes.
and that would be Gary Holtz and AJ Bolduc. They're with the Northman Coaching Podcast.
I really enjoyed his podcast.
The latest one?
Yeah, about being attentive.
Yes, that was a good one.
Great episode. Loved it.
Yeah, if guys check that podcast out, the Northman Coaching Podcast. They're on Sundays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday. Really good discussions. Gary is a life coach, and he runs Northman Coaching, and they also have a brotherhood that you can join, you guys out there. Super great group, super great guys. I'm telling you, these guys are great. Give those guys a listen. Follow them on their socials. Follow Northman Coaching. I'm telling you, it's the real deal, and those guys are awesome.
They're very genuine and very nice guys.
Very genuine, real guys, and very very proud to know these guys, and I've met them. So it's
and they're very attentive.
why, yes, they are. Gary is pretty attentive.
Just thought I'd throw that in there, guys.
Yeah. No, but seriously, those guys are great, and go check out Northman Coaching Podcast, northmancoaching.com, and hit those guys up, follow them, give them follows, likes, all that stuff. Subscribe. They're great. So check them out. All right, what else do we have, lady? Anything?
Your book.
Oh,
Hello. We were just at a book fair today.
yes. You guys don't forget my book, May, December, and The Ballad of Joey Flowers. You can pick it up at Amazon Kindle, Nook, Barnes & Noble. You can also buy signed copies on eBay. It's on eBay. And now I'm at Studio Moonfall. You can buy copies at Studio Moonfall in Kenosha, Wisconsin. They also have a website, studiomoonfall.com, so you can pick up the book there. Check it out, and check out the owner, Donovan. He's a cartoonist and an author. Check out all of his stuff. Check out all the stuff of the other indie authors that are in there, and give them some support. Great group of people. I 100% endorse it.
Yes, and their store, their brick and mortar. I love that shop. It's a small shop, but it's jam-packed with a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, you could and then they have this cool thing where in the store there's 3 aliens that are hidden in the store.
I forgot about that.
And they always change location. So if you go there one time, they're going to be in a different spot. But if you spot all 3 and tell them where you found them, you get like a discount at the store. I think it's pretty cool. So just go there to go hunt for aliens. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it. It's a pretty fun store.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, I think that's it, right? And any other things, ma'am?
Absolutely. Remember to drink your coffee and sip your tea. Womp womp. Whatever, you guys. Bye.
She's in such a hurry to get out of here.
I am. I love you guys. Bye.
Yeah, I think it's her her sniffles.
My sniffles.
But guys, seriously, thank you. Thank you for checking us out, watching us, listening to us over there in your car or wherever the heck you're listening to us. We appreciate you, seriously.
Genuinely
Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Spread the word, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Lifelines, trade cars, spilled tea, spilled truth, old scars, new proof, inside jokes on an honest loop. Side quest in a living room booth. We don't plan, we just press play. You say careful, I throw the script away.